Hello everyone and welcome back to Rag Plays Aidyn Chronicles the First Mage. So, a bit of a confession. I said I'd be right back and I did not wind up playing this game for another 2 days. Procrastination! Let us continue. Okay, there's a bit of a strange graphical thing with the entrance to the castle here. Oh boy. Alright, let's talk to this guard to start with, I guess. Halt, Squire. Good day, sir. Good day, Squire. It's good to be back in the castle. You might not feel that way after you turn around, young Squire. Oh, and why is that? Well, Sir Abrakin is right behind you and he doesn't look too thrilled. Perhaps I'll just be on my way then. Splendid idea, Squire. Yes. So, can rotate the camera. I guess we'll wait until after we're done talking to Abrakin. The king is waiting to see you. Is he angry? He's worried. He told Sheridan to stay out of the woods. There wasn't time to warn all of the squires. I suppose he feels a little responsible. That's crazy. I decided to go. He'd like to see you right away. I'll be there with him when you arrive. I was looking for Gachina. The king has already spoken with her about the poison. You should go in. I will be there with you to hear the king's words. I'm on my way. Hurry. I'll be there with Phelan to attend upon his words. Indeed. Okay, so he's telling us to take a hike, and let's bring up our little map here. It's bigger than this. Go over this way to start, I guess. And I suppose we will get the talking with the king part done first, I think. Yeah. So, go this way then. We're on a whole other level, so this is the courtyard. And here is our friend, Brena, who is a thief and one of the potential party members that we could get in the game. I never really rolled with Brena before now, and we're going to have some difficult decisions to make on who exactly we're going to bring, but I guess I'll talk to her right now just to see what she has to say. Hello, Alaron. I thought the king would have you scrubbing the floors in the Great Hall by now. So, you'd love to see that, wouldn't you, Brena? Why didn't you take me with you when you were looking for Kendall? You wouldn't be in all this trouble alone. Rather, why didn't you take me with you to look for Kendall? You wouldn't be in this trouble all alone. If I had taken you with me, we both would have gotten lost. Well, at least the goblins haven't affected your sense of fair play. Oh, flattery. You don't have to take everything I say as a compliment. Why not? Don't you like me, Brena? I put up with you, Alaron. Others don't. You're so rude. Learn to be more diplomatic. You'll get farther. What else do you have to say? So I've got things to do, and I'm sure you do too. Okay, so, that's fine. That's just fine. Let's, go into this room to start with. And this is... Waiting room. Applicants seeking an audience with the King of Guernia must register here before entering the throne room. Fine. Let us enter. Is there anything of interest in here for us? There is not. So, this is the front throne room, yes? Throne room. Good. Well, we are not an applicant. We live here, so we can just go right in. The roll of knights. We'll come to that later. Let's go ahead and go talk to these people. In fact, I think I will drop a save before we do. Thank goodness you've come back safely. Yes, sir. Alaron. You're a good and loyal squire, but the world can be dangerous, as you have discovered. After consulting with my advisors, I have decided that this poison, however slow it may be, is beyond the skills of Gwernia's healers. You must journey to Araman. You will find a Mirari healer there. The king has long been a friend and ally to this land. I have written a letter to tell him who you are and why you need his aid. Please present this letter to Tixman, using all the ritual and customs which should accompany a representative of our realm. Thank you, sir. The road to Araman is easily followed, but you should have companions on this trip. Therefore, I have ordered Sir Aberkin to be at your disposal. He is the best fighter I know, and you would do well to bring him along, but you and he must discuss it first. Yes, the boy and I will talk later. We will decide whether I will go. However, the goblins have been rising in the forests, and I cannot spare more than 2 companions at this time. You may take your friend Brena. She is quite resourceful in her own way and seems to be able to move well in difficult places. And Master Bowden has agreed to let you take his apprentice, Rita. She is quite involved these days with her own experiments, but she may be persuaded. To seek more exotic herbs and ingredients along the road, I am sure she will be a great spellcaster one day. Finally, you may also choose Godric, our alchemist. He's a bit strange, but he could prove useful, and his knowledge will help you immensely. Everyone else must stay here at the castle, I'm afraid. I need to discover all I can about the goblins. As with any endeavor, your success will depend on who you choose to bring with you. I will not allow you to leave until you have picked your companions. Think carefully about your group. Talk to them before you make your decision. You may only take 2. You may take only 2 with you, so choose wisely. And do not hesitate to seek the advice of your teachers and friends. Be sure to see Traherne, as he will have some equipment for you, I'm sure. Yes, sir. You are too generous, your majesty. On the contrary, Sir Aberkin, I am quite sorry to see this boy go. Now, there are a few more obligations you should attend to on your way. As you leave Gwernia, be sure to pay your respects to Gabrian for the attentions he has shown you over the years. And be sure to visit the farms. Find Kendall's family and tell them what has happened. Use all your sensitivities as you give them this news. I will be sure to do that, sir. I fear that this is as much as I can help you. As you know, I had always hoped that you would finish your training here and one day be pledged as a knight. It is still my greatest wish to someday see you and Sheridan go forth together under the kingdom banners. Therefore, I have decided that should you succeed on this quest, you will be made a knight. Your Majesty, make him a knight? Thank you, sir. Now you are too generous, sir. Too generous by far. That is my privilege, Aberkin. Yes, sir. When Alaron returns, he will receive his sword of office and see his name inscribed on the roll. It is my fondest wish, and it will be my pleasure to accept the boy. Know that this honor awaits, and guide him accordingly. I'll do more than keep it in mind. Very well. Go then, Alaron, with my blessing. Heal yourself and return to us. We will be waiting. Thank you, your grace. I will do my best. Indeed, squire. See that you do. Bring that letter to Tixman, boy. Okay, so we have been sent on a great quest by the King of Gwernia, King Phelan, to see the King of Araman by the name of Tixman to see if he can cure our poison that ails us. And looks like we have Aberkin waiting for a bit more conversation. We best not keep him waiting, because we definitely need him. May I have a word with you? Yes, sir. This plaque. Yes, sir. It is the knightly roll. It names all the knights in Gwernia. There are so many, sir. Many must serve, squire. But it is also something more, sir. That is correct. Every town in the kingdom has a list like this. To have your name on this roll is more than an honor. It is an induction into a world both smaller and bigger. It is a smaller world because you become part of a select. It is a larger because you also take on the burden of knighthood and all the honor, valor, and truth that entails. I have promised myself to go with you on this trip, if you want me, and I have promised the king to make you worthy of this role, so now I will promise you. Mark this list well, take it to heart, and understand that if you ever give me reason to doubt yourself or your abilities, you will never see your name here. I will see to that personally. I understand. Act well, and I will be your truest sponsor. Thank you, sir. Now you must choose a group, and you might think of a bath as well. Someday my name will be on this list. Let's look at the list, shall we? So this lists the battles. The Battle of Lonely Mountain. Adair, Bodhag, Cardu, Klust, son of Turi, Dyfed, Kier, Kellner, Medir, Tangai, Vaughn. The Battle of Darkling Hills. Anyon, Carol, Cathol, Dubord, Henwas, Quan, Lear, Lumer, Menu, Morfran, Morgan, Namosis, Oran, Perth, Quinn, Ronan, Trevor, of Oisin Forest, Errol, Allenson, Arlen, Casey, Darcy, Doan, Druce, Duer, Aiden, Guy, Kendall, Lulin, Powell, son of Howell, Tadg, Barney, and a special mention for his heroism at Lonely Mountain, Beacon. Well then, the man in the, that would be the guy who saved the king's life that we read about in that journal. So, okay, we need to, excuse me, we need to go and start gathering a party, so our first member should be in here. This is Rita, and Rita is a wizard of varying capability. In the beginning she is really quite weak, but I'm slightly torn on exactly who to choose to bring on this little trip with us. I could either choose her or Godric, and those two are mutually exclusive. Now the problem with Rita is, while I prefer her as a party member, she is one of two companions that we would be stuck with for practically the entire game. Brena is one. Brena she will never leave your party. If she joins the party, which is necessary, she will never leave it voluntarily, so you'd have to get her killed, or have her die, or just, you know, just some excuse like that. So that would be something I'd have mixed feelings on. So either I have to commit to keeping Brena the entire game, or I'll have to kill her off somewhere, as is convenient to the plot of the story I'm trying to portray and the story that the game is trying to tell. Usually I do when I'm doing my own playthroughs. Rita is another such character, but she's slightly less annoying than that, is she will only stay until the 4th city that we encounter. So it's that is really such a long time. Like, that's hours and hours. That's 20-30 hours into the game a lot of times. So I'm equally as torn about having her in the party. And there's no way to get rid of her until her quest line is complete, which takes forever. She's just, I don't think she warrants that kind of a commitment out of us. I don't know. Simultaneously, she has a really cool cutscene on the way to Araman that I really like to see every time I go there, because it reminds me of things. Whereas Goodrick, I don't really know much at all about Goodrick. I've never had him in my party before because I never thought him worth bothering with compared to these other ones. Really, the pickings are slim to start with. Abrakin's necessary because we need him to tank. But, I digress anyway. We have to decide between her and Godric right now. Unless Abrakin is in the sitting room across, he might be in the other waiting room, so we'll go check that very quickly. Is he in here? He is in here, so we'll just definitely pick him up right away, because we have no reason not to. Don't ask. You mean about the quest? There, you see, you've already brought it up. But I must ask you. Very well, let's get it over with. Brave and gallant Sir Abrakin. Make a good beginning, go on. I know you are a great warrior, maybe the best the kingdom has ever known. You've also been my most patient teacher, and I know that with you I might succeed, so I'll ask my question. Will you join me on this quest? I am a soldier, first and last. I will join you as I have promised the king. He is my sworn obligation. And anyway, over the years I have grown quite attached to you, and I'd like to see you survive this adventure. I promised we'll come back in one piece, free of this goblin poison. That is my pledge to you, on my honor as a knight. When do we leave? As soon as possible. The goblins are rising, and we won't want to stay away too long. There we go, we have Abrakin. Let's check out what he has on him. That button. Abrakin comes with a broadsword, which is minimum strength 15, base hit 40, so it doesn't, it's not very accurate. It's less accurate than our saber, in fact, but it does more damage than the saber. It comes with Aidyn Scale, which is the best armor we can get up to this point, basically. So protection 5, dexterity -2, stealth -10. None of that particularly matters. Again, we're not going to be using stealth. So that's just better in every way. Except for the dexterity. And a kite shield. Protection 4, defense 5, dexterity -4. So that's even better than our large shield. Yes. And again, it would be the stealth modifier. That'd be dexterity modifier, but still, pretty much. It's just slightly better in protection. So we'll just keep him with all of that right now. We may do some inventory juggling a little later. And I guess, oh, this is a difficult position to have. We have to choose between Brena and Rita. And I think because I want you guys to view that cutscene, I'm going to take Rita. Yeah. We'll just do that, I guess. I'm gonna save here. Just in case I change my mind, I may walk to Araman twice, or I may show you the, I'll get her to show you the cutscene, then I'll get my ass back here, get Godric, bring him along, and have him tragically lost on the journey, or something of that nature, just to save Rita, because I actually happen to like Rita as a character. Yes, maybe we will do that. Rita? I can't. No discussions. I'm too busy, and I will continue to be too busy for a long time. Please go away. Alright. I need to talk to you. Since when are you so busy? Since Shamsuk decided to start cursing my friends without warning, without permission of the council. And he did a pretty good job of it, too. I guess some of our wizards feel they're above the rules. Shamsuk? That's a stupid question. I thought there were no stupid questions. You're one of Bowden's students, aren't you? Shamsuk is the necromancer. The what? Squire, I have a real problem here. Now, I'm sure whatever is troubling you is very important, but I'm very busy, and I can't help, so please go out the way you came in. Rita. Okay. Let's try again, shall we? Since when are you so busy? Yes, we've heard that. A curse? How bad? Bad enough. It's Neeson. He's wasting away. Every day he gets a little weaker. A little more sick. He doesn't age, and he doesn't die. He's just never well. Why? What did he do? Squire, please, it's not what you do, it's who gets angry with you. You're old enough to know that much about the world. What did you come to see me about anyway? Going to Araman and I need a group to travel with. The king told me to ask you. He's right. There are many enchantments on the path right now, some dangerous and some not. Either way, a good magician would be useful. So, are you a good magician, I mean? No, I'm not gonna ask her that. She'll probably get mad at us. Let's ask her what kind of spells she can cast. What kind of spells can you cast? Naming. The spells of ancient power and control. I'm very powerful, you know. Does that scare you? It should. Either way, a good magician would be useful. So, about the group. I've been thinking about who I should take along. I've been thinking about either you or Godric. Well, when you made up your mind, you know where to find me. But did I mention I'm very busy? Woman! Rita, yes. I need to talk to you. Since when are you so busy? Yes. Curse, how bad. We seem to be getting places with that. Excuse me. What kind of spells can you cast? About the group. I think I really need fighters. I'm sure you'll find some. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so you. Yes, this. What kind of spells can you cast? With the group. Alright, last one. How would you like to join me? I'd like to, but Neeson's been a friend for a long time. I can't go anywhere until I remove his curse. I really think you should come with me. Look, Alaron, I don't like saying no over and over again. But what if you can't remove the curse by staying here? What if the answer you need is somewhere else? You mean Araman, for instance. Would you have time for a quest then? Now that is interesting. Yes, Alaron, I would. You can expect me after all. Okay, so there's Rita, our second party member. Let's look at what her equipment is. She has pretty garbage equipment, a staff and leather armor. Well, it will have to do. And there's our letter to Tixman. Guess we'll read that now. A letter to Tixman of the Mirari bearing the personal seal of King Phelan. That's good, we have that. And did we get a journal update? We did. That one we already read. The king instructed me to find the Mirari in Araman and advised that I seek their aid in curing my poison. He gave me a letter to give to the Mirari king, Tixman, first. Though I must find some companions to aid me in my quest. I really shouldn't leave on the trip until I get my party together. The Mirari live west of Guernia, even further west than Oriana's hut. Good to know. So, I will hereby drop a hard save in a different slot. Not that one, that is a complete file I did. Let's save over here. I'll start using that slot from now on until I decide to take to redo all of this and take Godric instead, just for the mere sake of keeping Rita alive, because I think that's worth doing. Let's go back outside. And it looks like it's the dead of night. Can we see the sky from here? No. Brena is suspiciously absent, which is fine, I guess. And we're gonna leave the castle just to see, just to get her in the party, basically. It's gonna be a while until we actually leave this castle, but if we leave without inviting her formally, she gives us goodies, which is nice. We want all the help we can get with that. Uh-oh. Aileron. Brena, what are you doing here? You should go back. Go quickly before anyone realizes you've gone. Oh, I'm sure they know by now, but if you insist, I'll go back. Well, the castle guards might never catch me, and who knows? Maybe I'd enjoy being a fugitive. You're impossible to argue with, Brena. I give up. Welcome to the group. Does she actually give me anything for that, or did I screw it up? And she has a dagger and leather armor, as we can see. Rotate to her. Did she give us what we wanted? She gave us a javelin. That's not nearly good enough. I'm fairly certain that she stole stuff for us, or should have, so I'll just reload that save that I made. And we'll go back out. And there's much loot to be had in the castle that we're going to come back for after and talk to all the people that we should have before we leave formally. But, yeah, let's just go ahead and talk to Brena again. Aileron. Brena, what are you doing here? Did I forget something? Aileron, please, don't leave me behind. Take me with you. It's too dangerous. You're a good thief, but if you think I'm good, then you should take me along. Look, I brought this axe. Don't look at me that way. You know Traherne meant to give it to you. I hope you thanked him for me. And this armor. On your next encounter with the goblins, I'd like you to be a little better dressed. Alright, give it to me. See how resourceful I am, Aileron? You'll find this quest much easier with me in the group. Impossible to argue with, Brena. I give up. Welcome to the group. So there's the stuff we should have gotten from her, which is excellent. I like free stuff, especially when we're up against a pretty overwhelming force. So Battle Axe is actually a really good weapon to start off with. Base hit of 65 and damage of 3. Yes, please. Not sure if we want to be using that. What else did she steal for us? She stole scale armor, so we will put that on now as it's better than what we have. Let's look at that just to remember what it does. So that's 4. It's just a little bit better than leather armor, basically. Yeah. It's actually quite a bit better than leather armor. It's just a bigger stealth malice, bigger dex malice. That's all fine. Let's go back into the castle. And I think for now, guys, we will pause here, and I'll get back to you hopefully in the same amount of time. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.